All right, welcome back everyone to Scareticulous. And today we're going to be reacting to Nintendo Switch 2 and the new Mario Kart game that they've unveiled, Mario Kart World. And we're just going to go through the trailer here, which has a lot to go through. And I'm just going to analyze things as we kind of go through it, give my thoughts. And yeah, so just strap in, get some popcorn, get some soda pop. Please hit the thumbs up as well if you're just getting in here, obviously. So let's go through it. Love that harmonica. Yeah, so Mario's new voice is like, kind of cringe. It's kind of high pitched. Honestly, I'm not. I mean, I know Mario's voice are always high pitched, but it sounds like weird high pitched. Cars look good. You can ride it with motorcycles. I like that this motorcycle is pipes. I don't know why. I got a fascination with the pipes in Mario games. I just love that the cart, it looks like Lego almost. Uh, this little pipe design. I might choose this as my main. That's awesome looking. That's adorable. Okay, so we got a new addition here. We have boats. Suddenly I'm flashed back to Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo 64, where they had hovercrafts, they had planes, and this also has planes. Spoiler alert. So we're gonna go from these little cart, setups, right, to I guess transforming into boats, or how exactly is this gonna work? Let's go through this. Kind of. All right, kind of go through. I wish it would just go, show me frame by frame. See, and I don't know. I don't know if like they transform into boats or if they're just boats by default, or like do they have multiple setups with the vehicles? I'm not sure. These have a set of skis, which is pretty cool. See, and here you have your planes, right? Which is pretty cool. I mean, honestly, they're probably going to function the same way as the gliders in the Mario Kart series that we've had since like I think the Wii, since the gliders have come into play. So I think these will probably function similarly to that. Hopefully, we have a little bit more ability to like maneuver the plane than the glide. The gliders were more like it's just kind of like a fancy way to just kind of get you from point A to point B. Hopefully with this we'll have a little bit more, control over like where we are and where we're going and stuff. Looks like we're going to be able to, fly through rings and stuff to get power ups or boosts. Again, very much like Diddy Kong Racing. It's kind of ironic. Is Diddy Kong even going to be in this? I mean, hopefully he'll be in this, but with that new Donkey Kong game, which we'll go through that. I don't even know, but here, let's keep going. I also noticed like the music. We went from like this kind of jazzy kind of big band kind of feel of the last Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This kind of it's more of like it's like more of like a huge band kind of thing. This is like I don't know. It's almost like playing into like more of a rock and roll kind of style. I don't know if you guys can kind of pick up on the different music. It just feels more rock inspired. I like the cars. And this is probably the big for me. This was like the biggest real, even bigger than the planes, bigger than the skiing and the boats and stuff. Was the rail grinding? You can rail grind with your car, with your cart in this game, and I assume that's going to give you more of a boost. I'm not exactly sure of the benefits of this. Hopefully, you'll be able to get some kind of boosting from this. It looks like the blue sparks there. It's giving some kind of boost. So I imagine this is going to make you go a little bit faster, while also probably being a little trickier to pull off than like just normally riding on the track. Dude, that car looks awesome. Looks like the magic carpet from Aladdin. Look at that. That looks just like the magic carpet from Aladdin, doesn't it? And that's the carpet from Super Mario Brothers 2. That I'm sorry, I'm nerding out right now. That's an awesome looking car. I would want to play with that cart. It looks pretty cool. And this is like what an Arabian kind of place. Is this? I feel like this is like more Arabian, and it kind of reminds me of Super Mario Brothers 2. Look at this. You can do tricks off the walls in this game. I guess you probably are going to be able to do tricks off the rails. You're probably gonna, yeah, you're gonna be able to. Oh, by the way, you can play as a cow in this. You can play as one of the cows in the Moo Moo Meadows. Wait, is that our boombox? Are you riding on a boombox? What is this? What is that? Looks like a boombox. That is crazy. You're riding a cow on a boombox. That's nuts. That is insane. This game already looks awesome. But anyway, let's go back to the tricks. Tricks on the walls. So I guess you can do them on the grating on the walls here. That's what it looks like to me. Like, let's slow this down a little bit. Yep. So you can ride on the walls too, not just do tricks off them. You're like riding on them. Because I think they were wondering, like, what are we gonna do after like the hover mechanic, right? Like, how do we go from there? How do we go from like hovering and stuff? What are we gonna do from here? How are we gonna make this one set apart from the other games, right? It doesn't look like the wheels are turning or anything. I think probably the wheels are probably gonna remain the same. They're not gonna be going on the sides like all Back to the Future 2 style. Yeah, I don't think the wheels are turning anyway. It's kind of a bummer. I liked when the wheels turned, but I know that is very signature Mario Kart 8 kind of style, so that's probably why I'm not going to keep that. Anyway, look at the worlds also. They look really vibrant and really open and stuff. They're opening up the track. I like how there's a full world you can explore in this, and we'll see more of that later. You can ride the truck. There's like a truck on the road, and you can just drive into it and then just start plowing through people. That is insane. Look at this. You can just a whole truck power up. Look at that. And then I guess you pop out on the other side or something once it's done. It's kind of like a fancier version of the Bullet Bill trick. Now, this was something that was hotly contested from the original trailer of this game. People were wondering, what is that weird power-up looking thing that, because there was part of the Yoshi track or whatever where you go through like this Yoshi thing, this kind of fast food joint, and it looks like a takeout bag. And people were wondering, like, what is that, right? Well, I think this solves it officially, in my opinion. Maybe unofficially, but that burger there, I believe that's what's in the fast food bags. I think you have different foods and stuff. Mario obviously has a burger. The food might change based on different characters or, different, items that they have to give. I don't know. Okay, so see that little magic? This looks like what happens when you get a Wonder Seed in Mario Kart Wonder. And I don't think it's any like coincidence that this game is called Mario Kart World, which is reminiscent of Super Mario Wonder, World Wonder. I don't know. I feel like they wanted to keep the branding kind of similar, or at least put them like next to each other, like in game listings. Look at it's so weird what the power up does to his face. Look at the center of that. I feel like that's like distorting the look of his face. Like, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm looking at, but it looks crazy. What is happening? He's just transformed. And so this, I think, it transforms and it gives him like different outfits, right? So here he's got like kind of like this kind of leather jacket with his regular jeans and different boots. He's got different boots here. He loses his hat. So I don't know what this does exactly, but it looks like there's different, outfits for everybody. I assume that these are going to have different effects on the power-ups, that you collect along the track. This might change your items or something. Peach looks fucking adorable, by the way, in her new like jean shorts and her puffy jacket and her little boots. She looks cute as fuck. Look at how she puts her butt out there. Look at that. That's adorable. Okay. And we have Bowser. I want to see what Bowser look like again. He just flashed by in a second. Look at here. Look at her. She's just showing her butt. Like, look. Look, Bowser with like the exhaust pipes on his cart. And I think it comes out of his shell too. Does that change the cart up a little bit? I feel like it does. Let me see this. Yeah, I feel like it changes the cart up as well. Like it kind of changes. I mean, not the cart, but I guess the functionality of like. Yeah. Yeah, clearly there's different outfits you can put on. I don't know if that. I mean, obviously you can change your outfit on the fly based on the different foods that you eat along the track, I guess, which is neat. But the question is, what effects does that have on the game? Okay, hold on? Sorry, I was doing something. Let me go back for a sec. I'm probably missing a whole bunch of crap. Now look at Magic Koopa here. Seem to be like, I think this might be an item that you can call upon Magic Koopa to. It's kind of like the Boo. You can call upon the Boo, and it goes to people's carts and does some magical trickery to them. So I'm assuming this might be like a transporter kind of thing. Maybe a tree transports you to a different location on the track, or maybe makes you tiny, or does something to you. Maybe makes the whole world wobbly. Who knows? Okay, hold on. I feel like there's something to see here, but I'm missing it. Or here. I mean, there's a whale jumping out of the water. That's pretty clear. Yeah. World. See, everyone was wondering whether it was going to be Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart 10. People were like, what is it going to be, 9 or 10? 9 or 10. Apparently it's neither. It's Mario Kart World. So now let's look at, I guess, at more the advanced extended features here of the game.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Again, this is going to cost $80, y'all. $80.
Welcome to this vast world.
That is the like literally Hyrule. Like that's how big that world is. We're going to be able to explore all of that with our tiny little carts. I have to say, if they're going to charge $80 for a game, they did a pretty good job of making this the biggest game they could possibly make. So, I mean, while I don't like the price hike, the sheer size of this game that it looks like it's going to be, it might just possibly, it might just justify the price tag. At least make it as the most replayable game on the system, hopefully. I mean, with the amount of like multiplayer and stuff like that. So
kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Now, I like that. I like that there's going to be like a day-night system. There's going to be a weather system. It'll be raining, snowing, night, day, all the works. That's going to be pretty awesome. This reminds me of Burnout Paradise, but like, Mario Kart edition. My question is, how are you going to like activate certain events? Like there might just be like a marker on the track or something somewhere in the world. It's like start race, or I don't know if there's gonna be missions or something in this game. Like exactly how is that going to work? Also, with a whole like open world, you're going to be able to like explore. right? Like here you can go on the building here, it looks like, and get coins, which is pretty cool. So I guess you're just gonna be able to explore all these different parts. But what are you gonna be able to do? Just get coins? Like that's gonna get boring. So hopefully there's gonna be some other stuff, like other different missions to accomplish, like on these tracks, in the world. Hopefully different kinds of mini games that you'll be able to play. I don't know. I'm just hoping that the world feels like you have a lot of stuff to do in it. Not just like you want to race. I mean, yeah. What's the point of the open world? Usually with an open world, you need like a reason to explore it, right?
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Everywhere. I like how they said virtually everywhere. Like people just say virtually to basically be in place of like basically. Like you could basically go everywhere except for where the developer doesn't want you to go.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for
Well, let's look at some of these worlds here that they've got here. Come on.
Virtually everywhere in this
everywhere. Okay, these things flash by so quick. DK Spaceport. Look at that. Look at that huge, gigantic, robotic Donkey Kong. Crown City. That looks cool. Looks like that kind of reminds me of New Donk City a little bit. Mario Bros Circuit. Okay, typical Mario Bros Circuit. Whistle Stop Summit. A little train station one.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses.
Let's see here. You got Wario Stadium. You got to bring the Wario Stadium. You got Shy Guy Bazaar, that little Arabian. Oh, look at this little turban on the Shy Guy. I bet you they're gonna get so much backlash. They're gonna get so much backlash from like the Arabians now. Airship Fortress. Ooh, like in the old Mario games where you had the airships we were platforming on. Desert Hills. Okay, typical. They always got to have a desert world, and they're always less interesting, usually.
In a bid for first place.
TK Pass, okay, you got little snowboarding, kind of cool looking tracks. Starview Peak, ooh, that reminds you of the observatory from Mario Galaxy. Yep, you got the Lumas there. Wario Shipyard, oh, that looks badass. Sky High Sundae, oh snap, Fruity Gelato. Gonna be riding on a Sunday. Koopa Troopa Beach, Faraway Oasis, Koopa Troopa Beach, yeah. Crown City, wow, looks like a little city area where you can grind on the rails and stuff, do tricks and stuff. Maybe we could do graffiti. Peach Stadium, okay. Peach Stadium is like baseball. Looks like we're gonna be driving in the plains of Africa.
But don't sleep at the wheel.
I like that they're kind of carrying over the same idea from Mario Odyssey, where you're kind of just exploring the world and stuff, going from place to place and kind of exploring all these worlds. I kind of like that.
So drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Look at Wario and his turban that he's got. Look at the. I have to show you that. Look, Wario's got a turban. Look at that. That's cool.
With 24 drivers.
Wait. What did I just see here? Did I see one of those cataquacks? Do my eyes deceive me? I saw a cataquack driving a cart. That is a cataquack from Mario Sunshine. Do you see that? Is that a fucking one of those a fish bone? One of those dead fishes. You can ride as a dead fish in this game. Look at the characters you can play as. You can play as a dead fish, one of those dead bone creatures, those fish bones, and a cataquack. I'm dead. I am dead. They let you play as a dead fish.
24 drivers.
Oh my god! Wait, was that Lakitu on a cloud? Hold on, let me rewind this stuff. I think you can ride as Lakitu. Oh, it's a cloud car. Okay, but he's got like one of those Chinese little hats on in this.
24 drivers in each race, the most in series history. The competition is gearing up.
Oh my god! Oh wait, you can play as a as one of those oh, what were those called in Super Mario Sunshine? Those little um native people. I forgot what they were called. Like Oompa Loompas or something. Whatever the hell those are called. You can play as that one of those now. And what is that? That doesn't look like a boo. Do you see that thing on the left? What is that? It looks like a gumdrop or something. I think it's like a like what like a ghost with like a sheet on it or something. Knockout
Introducing
Tour.
Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Wow. Hold on a second. They're showing me a lot here. I gotta look at stuff. All right. You got the Monty Moles. You got the Wiggler. Oh, you got those guys from Yoshi's Island. Those little guys with the legs. You got those little puffer fish looking ones. Look cool. You got this guy hiding under a cone. You got the car that looks like a car from the Kirby's Forgotten Land, y'all. What if they're gonna bring in characters from other games in this? I could totally see them doing it. It's been rumored for years they're gonna do that.
Another.
That is the definitely like the same style of car as the ones from Kirby Forgotten Land, is it not?
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
I like the tournament idea. Basically, you're kind of in this huge long circuit, and you just get eliminated if you just are not fast enough.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Oh, and you get a crown. Oh, they're bringing the crown back, like from Super Mario. What was it? Mario World? No, 3D World. Yes, Super Mario 3D World. You got your crown back. Look at her flying. How is she flying? Wait, is that? Oh wait, that's what's her face? Rosalina. That's Rosalina. She can fly. By the way, could Mario's like I swear to God, like his overalls have never looked more pronounced and denim than they are in this ad right here. I've been witnessing and observing Mario's 3D renders over the years, and every single time that there's a new game, his overalls get even more and more denim looking. And this is the most denim looking that I've ever seen them look. Very high definition jean kind of texture. This is probably the best looking one I think since the Mario Odyssey one. Even that one was kind of low res. Hopefully, I like the higher res. It kind of makes more sense. Looks less like a toy, you know. Look more realistic.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Now that's awesome. I like the free roaming thing, but my question is, why? What are we going to be doing in this free roaming world?
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever you're
new areas and routes. Is that going to like open up shortcuts? You know, a big part of this franchise, I would say since the Nintendo 64, were the shortcuts that you could kind of see open up, and you can kind of cut corners in the tracks and stuff. If that's like kind of this idea, this principal idea in this game, that you can kind of go off track and kind of find your own shortcuts to make the races faster or whatever, I think that would be an awesome mechanic. Hopefully that's something that we can do. But I also just want more options for like different. Maybe we can make our own tracks, like make our own kind of courses and kind of go along different routes, opening up different secrets and stuff. Maybe we'll be able to find like parts for vehicles if we explore. I think that would be cool, right? And obviously getting coins, we're going to be using that as some kind of currency, right? If we're going off road and just exploring the world, the coins have to be used for something. And I don't think they're going to be used for speed boosts like they were in Mario Kart 8. So I think that the coins hopefully will be used for something practical this time, which I would prefer.
Takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends.
Oh,
and
look at that.
even take photos together at different locations.
That's awesome.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here.
Looks
Mario Kart
awesome.
World! The
World.
game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Yep, that's for
More
good
details
reason.
about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario
April
Kart World
17th.
Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Okay, so April 17th is when we're going to be seeing more information about this game. So if there's anything cool, I'll probably be talking about it a little bit. Let me know what you thought about this trailer for Mario Kart World. Tell me what your thoughts are. Are you excited for this game? I know I am, even though it's going to be $80. Although I'm going to buy it with the bundle. I think Nintendo is counting on people buying the bundle with this game. I don't think they're counting on as many people buying like individual copies. That's probably going to be something they're going to be, you know, depending on long term. That people are going to. I think they're encouraging people by knocking the price off so much with this bundle, to just get the bundle with the game and say like, look, we'll give you yes, it's more expensive, but we're going to be evening things out. And if you kind of think about it, if the game is like, let's say it's $70, like at a conservative viewpoint, then the Switch itself will only be like 430, which is not that much more expensive than 400. I think people were expecting 400 for the Switch 2. And with this game, I think, with these new Switch 2 games, I think people were kind of expecting $70. People were hoping for 60, but I think that was like a pipe dream. But I think, with the bundle, you're basically getting essentially, a corrected price point, which I think is going to hit a little less. It's not as nice as it would have been if it cost like 460, 475 or whatever, but it's good enough. I would say it's good enough for a bundle. Most people I think are going to buy the bundle starting out because the game comes out the same day as the console. And yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to explore the world of Mario Kart, and it looks like this game is going to have the most features. If you've seen the other Nintendo Switch 2 presentation videos, they're going to have voice chat now. You're going to have lots of different functionality that you didn't have before in the other games, and I think they're just going to add a whole lot to this game. So I mean, I'm excited. Hopefully it'll be good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.